Happy New Year and welcome to 2025. I think this is going to be an awesome year this year. I'm already having a great year. I hope you guys are. I hope you guys had an awesome New Year's Eve party wherever you were. We were in Glamis. It was absolutely amazing. The fireworks at Wash 6, insane. Go check out the live on that. But this year we got a lot of new content coming and I'm excited because we got new rubbers on the Beast. Look at these things. Look at how much rubber is in this. I absolutely love these tires. They're Toyo tires. Here's our old ones right here, as you can see. And these tires have been around since 2011. So I think that's like 13 years or something that these tires have been around. Here's the date right here. Check it out. 2011. These tires have lasted us. And I even have these 3 because I'm using those as my spares. That way I didn't have to buy 5 of these things because these things are not cheap. Anyways, I'm super excited. Let's get the cover off the Beast so you can see what we got to deal with. I just wanted to introduce you guys. I call it the Beast, not because it's big.
And I call it my urban assault vehicle.
Her UAV, that's what she likes. But I call it the Beast, not because it's big. Everybody's got a big Jeep. Although these tires are extremely wide, which makes it drive like a tractor. But the reason I call it the Beast is because this thing is a beast. It has lasted in our family for like 18 years. We have taken our kids everywhere in this stock. I've had this thing about
3/4.
No, not 3/4.
3/4 of the way up China Wall. I have the picture.
She's got the video. 3/4 of the way up China Wall. I think it was halfway or less than half, but we'll see when we find the picture. We'll post that and then we'll know. But we have had this thing up China Wall, through the big dunes, and just every off-road trail, John Bull, everything. But we have totally neglected this Jeep. It has been a grocery getter for the last, I don't know, 10 years. So it just didn't have the tires to drive it out in the desert. These things were worn out and I didn't want to go a long ways, but we got new ones. That's what makes me super excited to bring the Beast out of retirement and back onto the channel. So let's use the power of the internet and get this cover off. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boom! Look at that. Wasn't that amazing? I love the internet. Anyways, there she is. She has been neglected. There is a lot going on. Look at, we don't have lights anymore. We stole the lights off this thing to put on the Can-Am and now one's burnt out. That sucks. We're missing the inner fender well, but who needs that? We don't need that. Underneath we got some damage. We're missing a driveline. The grill was painted black and then we tried to strip it because we wanted to bring back the silver color to match the Jeep, but after the stripping process and all that, it just did not turn out good. It's made out of plastic, so I think we're going to paint it back black again, but we're going to go gloss this time. That way it's got a little bit of a shine to it and it's not so... I don't
know about that. The fenders are dull. Remember, this is my Jeep, dude.
Okay, we're not going to go gloss. We're going to go black, but it's going to have a shine to it. It's not going to be flat
Maybe
black.
satin.
It's going to be more like these with armor all on them. So it's, you know, be a little nicer. Before we had it painted flat black and it just looked dirty all the time.
Well, you can still see some of it right there.
Yeah, see, it's got flat. So anyways, we got to get that done. Look at how bad these headlights are. These are horrible. These are done. So if anybody knows, if any of you have a Jeep and you put in new lights, let me know what I should get. I'm thinking just get the stalkers, go with the cheap stock ones. I don't need anything insane. I'm going to get some new lights up there. but these are horrible. You cannot see out of them at all.
Yeah, I don't want the blue ones because everyone already flashes you enough trying to tell you your high beams are on.
Yeah, we don't want the blue, super bright LED just blinding everybody on the road. I don't want to be that guy. So no, we do not want those. Now, underneath here, we just recently got the new Fox steering stabilizer. That's pretty good. I built this little diff cover. We got some leaks going, but there's some damage from the last time we went dooning. Let me show you what that damage is. And we did a little field repair and welded the control arm mount back on the axle because we actually ripped the thing clean off. Let me show you how bad.
We had to drive in reverse out of the dunes. That was something else.
I had to back out of the dunes because it just ripped the control arm right off the front. So let me crawl into there real quick and show you what that looks like. All right, here we are under the Jeep. Look at this. Look at these welds. They are horrible. The underneath of this thing has been extremely neglected. Look at that. I went into to crawl a dune and didn't make it over because these tires are just too big and didn't have the power to get up over it. I actually did get over it, but when I went over, I was about 20 feet further over than my buddies, and I sucked up a huge witch's eye, and it just tore this completely off of this axle. So we welded that back together in Glamis, and that's how it's been for a long time. So I want to pull this axle out and get this thing back together. As you can see, I'm missing the driveline. This thing is, see what I call it, the beast? This thing has been through some rough times. Look at the underneath of this thing. This is no grocery getter. These are some real gouges and scuffs. We've hit some gnarly trails. Look at that skid pan, boys. Now that's nice. That's something to be proud of right there. This thing has panned some big old rocks. Look at the underneath of this. That's why I call her the beast, because she just has done amazing. We got some leaks, but we need to look at this. Looks so horrible under here. I'm embarrassed to show it. I got to get under here. We got to repaint some crap, make this look a little nicer. We do have some nice shocks. We got Fox all the way around on it. I mean, it does work, and that's one of the things. Let me crawl out here. You've seen enough of the underneath. Look at that, gouges. Anyways, I got the driveline. Let me show you the driveline I got brand new done from Inland Driveline. All right, I went to Inland Driveline in Corona, and I got me, it's not a brand new driveline because these things are frigging expensive. It's the same old one I had. It's got some dings in it. So if we're driving a lot on the road, it's got a little wobble to it, so I just pull it out, and the car drives amazing in two-wheel drive. But you can't go four-wheeling like that. So it came apart. We lost part of the U-joint and stuff, so we got the brand new U-joint and everything done. You want to check it out? Got this all done at Inland Driveline in Corona, and these guys do amazing work. They did it super fast. He did this in like 4 hours. I dropped it off and picked it up before they were even closed that night. So that's cool. We got the brand new, or what I call new driveline.
New used.
Huh?
New used. Rebuilt.
Rebuilt. There you go. Good answer. And then also, these are from Synergy, and I got to weld these, so you guys get to see my welding skills.
They used to look real pretty. They were in my Jeep, then he took them out, and now they're all rusty.
Yep, they were raw metal. So they've been thrown around for a few years. They come in this little set, and you just bend them, and they break right here. They're pre-cut. But those are the new mounts that go on the axle where I showed you that crappy welding was. So I got to pull that axle. I got to get these mounted on there, and then our control arm mounts here. So those need to be installed. Here's the old lights that were on the front. Rigids. These are old, but one still works. The other one I can't get it to come on, so those are done. We got On the back of the Jeep right here, if you want to see, I made this little rack, and this thing mounts right here. Boom, right there. Pretty good.
That's
and
to
I
hold
got the
my
old,
gas can.
yeah, the old school gas can mounts on here, and then across the back here, it's got a bolt, and that's where my high lift jack goes. It goes behind here, so I got to get that back on. Here's the old can I'm talking about, the old school metal can. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, if I'm going to clean it out, use it for gas, or I might even cut into it and then weld it up. A lot of people cut into it right here and make it so it opens up with a little latch, and they make a toolbox out of this. It's pretty cool. So I don't know, but I like the way that it looks on the back of the Jeep.
So it's only for looks?
Yep, it's gonna be a toolbox.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta get her permission on the toolbox. I'll show you one, babe. They know what I'm talking about.
This thing's pretty rusty,
And
too.
this thing has been laying around. I cannot find the foot.
It might be in the Jeep bag.
I
Did you
cannot
look?
find the foot, and I did not look in the Jeep bag, but we won't do that today on film with you guys here. But anyways, I cannot find the foot for this jack anywhere.
Oh, we might have to buy a new one. Shucks.
No, we're not buying a new one. I have another jack, and I'll take the foot off of that one if I want. I just wanted this one. It was
Yeah,
nice
but
and
look
gray.
at this thing. Everything we own, you would wonder this guy's a sandblaster. And
That's
look
why
at
I'm not
this.
scared of rust. This has been laying out.
It's kind of like the construction guys. You know, they don't want to work on their own house. The sandblaster never wants to sandblast his own stuff.
God, she's dragging on me. Anyways, so this is stuff that's out in the weather. We do not garage the Jeep. So this is out in the weather. This thing is probably 15 years old.
Yep.
Okay. This part right here, if anybody can tell me what this part is and where this goes on the Jeep, you got a t-shirt.
Okay, I don't even know what that is, and this is my Jeep.
That's right. If anybody out there knows where this goes on that Jeep, I'll put a t-shirt in the mail to you. So the first guy to comment below, tell me what this is and where it goes on the Jeep, I got a t-shirt for you. So make sure you let me know what size you wear, because if you know what this is, you know what this is. I know exactly what this is.
Okay.
So, little
Now
question
I'm
for you.
curious.
She doesn't even know, so we won't even spoil it. We'll wait till one of you guys answers. But anyways, I gotta put this back in the Jeep. Had a little issue, and that's why that's out. I solved that issue. I gotta put it back in before that issue gets worse again. So here's my bucket of parts. I can't wait to get this thing back on the road. I'm not gonna wait till everything's done before I go wheeling. I like to just go wheeling and get it done. So we're just gonna jam out on the trails. I'm planning on going this weekend. That's why I'm making this video right now, because we're already starting. We're gonna get this thing back on the trails. We're gonna get you guys some footage. Yes, we're still doing the UTV, and it's in the middle of Glamis. We got coming up Camp Genesis out in Glamis. We're going to be there for that. That's going to be Martin Luther King's weekend. And then
It's also the dune cleanup.
that's the dune cleanup. Yes, it is. And it's a free pass weekend, so you guys don't need your pass. And then also, we're going to the Hammers this year. Get you guys some awesome footage from the Hammers. Taking you with me. That's what I always say. I'm taking you guys with me on my adventures. Do fun stuff. I saw somebody put on a little comment, said hashtag do fun stuff. I support that. Do fun stuff. And this is fun stuff. I won't make you guys do the painstaking
They
stuff.
said that because you said do fun stuff in one of our videos.
Yeah, I know that, babe.
Okay.
Oh.
Just checking. It sounded like you were taking that from them, but they said that because of you.
Yeah, they did. I like to give them credit of writing hashtag do fun stuff. So that's why I actually said that, because I always say do fun stuff. And they commented down below hashtag do fun stuff.
Okay.
That should be a hashtag. So do fun stuff. Anyways, let's check out some more stuff on the Jeep. We got this massive dent. Look at this one.
Yeah, we didn't do that to my Jeep, did we?
We did.
I thought James did that.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. My buddy James did that. I let him drive one time and this guy goes over a thing and drops off a rock. Boom, right on my bumper.
He's lucky my Jeep isn't a grocery getter, or I might have been really upset.
And this is actually some pretty thick steel. So this is a real awesome bumper from a good trip I did with James. That was some fun times. We were doing fun stuff that trip.
Isn't it Smitty bumper?
Okay, and then let's see. Well, we got over here. Look at this. We're starting to form a little crack on this Smitty-built bumper.
That's not good.
Smitty-built rack, because these tires are heavy.
Don't mind the white writing there. We tried to erase that. It said spare all over it.
So, yeah, it said spare right here. So, anyways, these are really, really heavy tires, and the weight of them on this arm is starting to crack that thing. So I gotta weld that.
Too many trips to the grocery store.
Too many grocery getting trips.
Costco, actually.
Anyways, okay, I don't think nothing in there. All right, under the back end here, I did do this from Poly Performance Synergy little kit for the track bar. I put this in, I broke that out in Glamis, snapped that off right there at the axle. So this rear end is looking, other than the leaks and the neglect from clean, we're gonna get this all painted up. But that track bar is solid as can be now. I got the new shocks on here. It runs really good. Our main focus is that front end. So these rims, I'm really proud of these rims, because when you own a Jeep, you can never have anything original because everybody buys the same crap everywhere. Well, nobody's got these rims. These are my rims. I actually made these rims. I didn't make the Settle Down Christine. She was not going to allow me to tell you guys I made the rim. I bought the rim. I bought the rim at 4-Wheel Parts.
Some people have these rims, just not the rest of the rim.
I bought these rims at 4-Wheel Parts. This inside part is a 4-wheel part rim. I didn't like the way they look after I bought them. I bought them because they were cheap and you might ruin them on the trail. So that's why I bought them. So what I did to make these original is I actually made these rings and I TIG welded this ring to the aluminum rim. So this is not a bead lock, which with this size tire, you're not going to blow a bead. Believe me, the sidewall on these is so hard, and these tires are on a 10-inch. This is a 10-inch rim. This tire, when you put it on, is out this far. They are never coming off the bead. You guys will never see a video with these tires off a bead. Anyways, this is double thickness now, and we have no lip. Normally you have a little lip on the tire right here that you can catch when you're out wheeling. But now it's fully flush and you can just drag a rock right across here, absolutely no problem, and you're never gonna tear the tire right there. So that's why I made these. They're really cool and they're my wheels. I actually sat with a jigsaw and cut these. They used to have a center ring when I first designed it, and these were like holes, but they were just too hard to get in here and work on. Even the valve stem right now is back behind here. So you'll never have to worry about tearing your valve stem off. So.
And what else did you do? You drilled holes in them and put all those bolts in there to match my fenders.
I just put the bolts in. They're just aesthetic for looks. They look cool. And actually they were pretty expensive to put all these in here when I did it. I did not know that, and there's a lot of bolts when you add them all up.
But they look really cool.
She likes them. She likes it. It's her Jeep. That makes me happy.
See, they match these bolts on the fenders.
Yep. She likes that look. She wants that urban assault I want to paint these a different color.
No.
She does not want them a different color. She likes them just black. Okay.
Black and silver.
So I made these. These serve their purpose and do really well.
They need to be
And they're a little
repainted.
beat up, but I was learning to TIG weld on these. So those are all good. Inside we got, looks like the rat's been eating the seat.
My driver's seat is bad.
I think there's a rat in your car, babe.
No.
Somebody ate the side of this thing. It must have been me when I was
from
hungry.
sliding out.
Look at this. It's stock stereo. We need to get a stereo in here. We do have the CB mounted in here. Look at these old switches. Oh my gosh. These things are like, those are from Pep Boys. I swear there are some things. There is actually some things on this car from Pep Boys. We wheeled this thing before they even had LED rock lights. Let me show you. Here's one under here. Check it out. That's the rock light I had.
Did you turn it on?
This thing's actually from Pep Boys. I don't even know if it works, babe.
It should.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Here.
it's on.
Is it really? Oh my gosh, it actually still works. My Pep Boys rock lights, boy. Look at that. Anyways, I want to get some underglow on this thing. I would love to put that M-Whips underglow under here. And I kind of just, I guess we could have the color changing. That's all right. But I just want white. Just so I can see. Flipped all those switch-ons. I don't even know where the ends of those wires go. It's been so long. So this thing, let's pop the hood and take a look under the hood. Here she is. Oh my lordy.
Look at what the rats did. There was
I thought
rats.
you said you didn't have rats.
Not inside of the Jeep, but under the hood.
She's got rats in her Jeep. Look at, here's the rat footprints right here. Look at them. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. This thing needs some serious work.
Needs a
I
power washing.
did put a, well that you can do, babe.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
I did somebody's in high school and auto
There she
shop.
is. Anyways, I got a new radiator in here. Nice new aluminum. I actually bought 2 of the plastic ones because there was a little part over here that just kept snapping. It was right here and just kept breaking. It's like a plastic one. I guess it would happen from twisting of the frame. Look at this. Battery looks absolutely horrible. Look at the wires. Oh my word. We got open bare power wires here.
It's low.
This thing, no it's not. It's not supposed to be,
Low.
not supposed to be full to the top.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, you're right.
All right, she's doing a service on the Jeep while we're making the video. Look at this thing. The rats have been eating the wires over there. Yikes. We got a little peeling paint here. I mean, this thing definitely needs some love. Look at, she's checking the oil.
Yeah.
And the rats have fully eaten the hole underneath of the hood. Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing. But I just wanted you guys to see this thing before we start doing some work to it. But this is all I really needed. New rubber. This thing runs like an absolute champ. Let's fire it up. Listen to this thing run. It sounds good. Give it some gas, babe. Just reach in there and give it a little gas. She sounds good. I got this exhaust. Sounds good. This thing runs good. She's a runner. So we're excited. All right, kill it. All right, look at that. 159,599 miles on this thing. That's some miles, and they ain't been easy miles either. They've been some rough miles.
It's a 2007, and we bought it brand new, and it's the first year.
It's her Jeep. She knows more about it than I do.
The first year they made the 4-door. I always wanted a Jeep because when I was a kid, my dad had a CJ7. But once we had 3 kids, I thought I'd never be able to own a Jeep. And I saw this in a magazine when we actually had an H2 at the time. And I told Tim, we were actually in Glamis too. I said, yes, I can finally get a Jeep because it's a 5-seater.
It's a 5-seater. That's the only reason we couldn't get a Jeep before, because all our kids wouldn't fit in there. Here's the back. We got the Smittybilt floor panel. There's my toe strap out of the Can-Am. I've been wondering where that thing was. Doggone it. We got the soft top. We just got a new top.
Wow.
So
It's
this
2
is...
years old now.
Oh my gosh. I just bought this thing.
A couple years ago.
Good Lord.
You bought it. This says 3/2020.
Okay, I bought it in 3/2020. So, look at this. This was coming over a big rock. Almost lost that. That's all right, it stayed. So I only replaced the things that break. These are the original seats. She likes to cover them with a towel because we don't like these little dimples in these seats. Makes your legs look weird, and I don't know. We tried the Smittybilt covers, but they just retained a lot of dirt and we didn't really like them.
This is still dirty and I just cleaned these.
Look at these. Still looks good. She still looks good. We got a burned out dome light we got to fix. I got in this thing the other night to drive it. There ain't a stinking light in here hardly. I couldn't even see the dash. Look at this. We got a little duck. Quack, quack. That's it for the tour of the old beast. The old beast. That's it. That's what I'm naming it. The old beast. OLE with an apostrophe. Anyways, we got some new content coming. We're going to include the beast in it, and we're still going to be UTVing. So if you like that, don't worry. We got plenty of videos coming. We got a lot of trips to Glamis left over for the rest of the season. Like I said, we're going to be at the King of the Hammers this year. Get you some footage there if you've ever gone to that, or if you ever haven't gone to that. It's pretty rowdy. I don't do a lot of wheeling out there. I just like to go and spectate because it is pretty amazing. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate all you guys watching our videos. We are still not sponsored by anybody. We are self-funded on this channel, so I don't have to be beholden to anybody. Although I'm thinking about being an Onyx ambassador. I got to review the contract. They did send it to me for this year. That was cool. They had a bunch of questions to answer. Are you on TikTok? No, I'm not. Are you on Facebook? No, I'm not. Are you on Instagram? Yes, I am. Only a little bit. I'm YouTube exclusive. And that's what I told them, and they didn't seem to be a problem. So they still accepted me into the program, which I'm excited about. I do use Onyx maps, but our next trip is gonna be Onyx maps. That's what's gonna get us to where we're going. I'm planning on going to Akatia and then doing a trip from Akatia out to Superstition Mountain. That'll be a cool trip, so watch for that in the next video. Other than that, guys, we will see you out in the sand. Thanks for watching.